Hello and welcome. This is Berg Disc Golf coverage of Gulley Park. We got James Sheehy on the card and Corey Sheehy, who's joining me in the commentary booth.
Hey, what's up, guys? Excited to commentate this round today. It's a good one.
Yeah, and myself playing as well. We're playing down at Gulley Park, which is down near Caesars Creek in Ohio. Definitely a different course. I liked it a lot. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'd say if they got better baskets and probably change up the pars on Udis because some were pretty far par threes, pretty tough to birdie. I think it's be a 5 out of 5 course in Udis.
Yeah. This is a good opening hole. Par three, even on the signs. And when I was editing this video, I actually stuck to the par rating on the signs. So you'll see how it's rated versus how UDisc has it with par threes on everything. But yeah, this is a great opening hole.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite opening holes that I've played. I'd say the only hole I like better might be Idlewild. Hole 1.
Yeah, Idlewild is hard to beat for sure. This elevation change with that little hill there and the steps makes it a little bit difficult for the approach. I go a little bit long there, not really realizing it. This is where Jim's drive ended up. Not bad position. Looks like he's going for a jump putt.
Circle 2's edge. That's a great bid. Just a little short.
A little short. Nice little easy putt to start off the round.
I'm stuck in the woods. I'm about circle's edge, and there's a big drop off behind the basket, so I just side a layup right there.
Not a bad choice, especially at the beginning of the round. You don't want to have a long comebacker.
No, definitely not. My putting wasn't really warmed up. Just trying to play safe at the start.
And I was actually running that. You see a throw again. Like I said, it was a casual round, so not really counting strokes necessarily, but trying to warm up a little bit here. And that was a poor effort on my part.
Great par by Jim right there on the starting hole.
Definitely. There's your tap out for par as well. Not a bad start there. Start off with a bogey, but like Corey was saying, the par ratings here, like this is 420 feet, probably one of the longest holes on the course, and it's labeled as a par 4. I actually have a couple par 5s here too. But you got a little tight tunnel here, start off, and then it opens up to a big field.
Just a little early on that release.
Yeah. Cold arm, probably. Beginning of the round still. You're going with Wraith here, right?
Yeah, I'm going with my flippy Wraith right here. I want to give as much turn as I can on it. And it does nicely, but I threw it a little high, and so it kind of faded a little early for me, but I was happy with that drive.
Definitely. Going Enigma here. I'm still feeling cold, though. Second hole, trying to hit all 400 feet, and I just throw way too high. I missed the gap. Luckily, I didn't get too far in the woods, though. And I'm just trying to get back out into the fairway with a little Anheuser putter.
It's a good effort.
Yeah. Give me a clean shot back to the basket. And Jim actually ended up being lucky and landing right in the middle of that tunnel.
Yeah. That's nice right there. Looks like he slipped
A
a
little
little.
bit of a slip there. Not bad, though. Circle 2.
Yeah.
I'm
This is your
going,
third shot right here.
yeah, third shot here. Going hard. Just trying to get under the basket, have a nice easy tap out.
Beautiful.
Are you running this as a putt?
Still early in the round. I'm kind of running it, but I'm throwing it soft so it doesn't go way past the basket. But I'm still gonna have to tap in 3 right
Ooh.
here.
It looked like he was running it.
Yeah, that was a great try right there.
Yeah, definitely not too bad of a tap out here for you.
No, little 15-footer
Yeah,
right there.
not bad. So that's a birdie on this course based off the tee signs. We played par 3s for everything, but I went ahead and put the course pars, as you would call it,
Yeah.
on the editing, just so you could kind of see what the designers were thinking. My tap out for par. Not a bad par save. Definitely would have liked to get a birdie though,
Yeah, I'd say this is a must-get birdie right there.
or at least a must get 3. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Then here we have our first drone shot. We're going to start doing that on all of our holes that we commentate. Par 3, 314 feet, and you can see James there running alongside the frame. You can see the basket tucked away in those woods over there. What are you going here?
I'm going with my Sexton Firebird, trying to get a full nice forehand, but I threw it a little high.
A little too much hyzer too. Looks
Yeah,
like.
a little too much hyzer, but I'm not in a bad spot. I'm not in the woods or anything.
There you go. It's not bad. This is one of Jim's new discs. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but man, he turned that over pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely a misrelease right there. First forehand of the day.
Yeah, at least off the tee pad.
Yeah, off the tee pad. He's probably unleashing right there.
Yeah.
It's your Iron Samurai?
Yep, that would be
Ooh.
my Iron Samurai MD3. Turned over a little bit more than I was expecting.
So great shot though.
Yeah, I'm inside of the circle, but I'm pinned up against those trees. And Jim's going deflector, maybe? Couldn't tell if that was red or orange. I know he has a couple of that color. A little low, too.
He's running this.
Oh!
Oh.
Man, that was looking good.
Just a little short.
Would have been a heck of a save.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was a little muddy right here, so.
Yeah, you can see it's a little wet down there. And
And again, right there, I'm kind of running it, but I'm also.
you're okay with a layup.
Yeah.
And you can see I'm kind of stuck, and I just didn't get it high enough.
Good effort right there.
And this is for bogey for James. Oh,
That's what I was saying before the round. I think if I had better baskets.
yeah. Maybe at least upgrade to a higher level mock. These are what, Mach 3s or 5s maybe?
I think they're the Mach 5s.
Okay. There aren't any courses in our area that I've seen that have like the Mach 10s, the new ones. But those seem to be pretty nice.
No, I can't think of any except down area, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 40 minutes from us.
Yeah. There's that shot. Just too much Anheuser. Just held that line too well. Par 3, 190 feet. What are you thinking here off the tee pad?
This is an easy forehand.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Much easier than the last one.
we had a bit of a headwind on this, didn't we?
Yeah, so I'm going with that Sexton Firebird again, hoping that headwind turns a little better. And as you can see, a little hyzer, but luckily there was a log that I hit. It kicked a little towards the basket. I'm just about 15 feet from there.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty forgiving then. I look from the tee pad, it looks pretty scary over there off to the right.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's all downhill behind that basket, so you definitely can't juice it.
Yeah, that's for sure. This off the tee pad, off my throw, it felt great, but
Yeah.
I actually ended up a little bit long too.
Great line. Good.
Luckily, I didn't go all the way back past the drop off like you were saying.
Yeah. This looks like
Oh.
it could be in trouble.
Forehands for me.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy recovery shot from there.
That stick right there. He's got forehand roll.
Forehand roller out of there.
Does that get out?
I don't know. I didn't quite. Yeah, it looks like he's just barely got a stretch out.
It will step out, yeah. Anheuser. That's good.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tester for his. What is that, a bogey save right here?
20 feet
Oh,
high to the right.
he doesn't even believe it.
This is my birdie putt. I'm gonna straddle around these trees.
Okay. You're not too far away, but those guardian trees definitely make it a little bit more difficult, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure. Right down the middle. Hit the bullseye on the target. Very happy with that.
Great birdie there for sure.
Yeah.
And this is Jim walk of shame back to his double bogey save by here.
Yeah, at this point of the round, I just felt really bad for him. This is a 190-foot hole.
Oh,
Oh, man.
not how you want to start a round, that's for sure. But luckily, there are a lot of holes to still capitalize on.
Yes. You're right about that.
Birdie,
Great birdies right there.
yeah, for sure. It's short, but it's not the easiest of holes. Definitely that drop off behind it and those trees off to the right make it a little bit scary.
Yeah, definitely gets in your head a little.
Back to par 4. This one kind of snakes left, 320 feet. Kind of tight gap too.
Yeah, when you get to about right here, it's about another 150, 200 feet to the basket.
Yeah.
So the play here for me was to lay up a little simple hyzer with a mid-range and then attack the basket right there.
Definitely not a bad play there.
Yeah, right there. Just a nice hyzer up there.
That'll be nice. Looks like you're
Very
gonna be
happy with that shot.
for sure. It looks like you're gonna be in a great spot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for it a little bit more. I clubbed up to a leopard, trying to release it on Heiser, let it glide out to the left as long as I can. Now, mind you, we haven't played here before, so we don't. All three of us don't really know where we're throwing.
Yeah, this was a blind shot. We didn't know where the basket was, but luckily the course maps were pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean,
pretty accurate.
They're simple, but they definitely show the layout pretty well.
Yeah.
Then Jim looked like he went a little straight.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's kind of trying to get out of the woods here. Puts in the fairway. That should be fine.
Yeah, it's about 150 feet to the basket.
Looks like he's going banger GT. Or I'm sorry, that's the ESP banger.
It's a solid layup right there. Going with my KC Pro AVR. I'm just gonna lay it up, take my 3, and move on.
So you aren't trying to throw that one in?
No, I mean, a 3's a birdie, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Not trying to go for anything crazy.
I completely whiffed on that forehand. I didn't have much of a gap to get through, unfortunately.
Are you outside the circle right here?
Right on circle's edge, I'd say. Ugh. Terrible spit out.
Yeah.
And you got your. That was a birdie putt.
Yep, that's my 3 right there. Very happy with that.
It's 2 in a row for you. We got James here tapping out for what I believe is his par.
Yes. Executes that well.
Yeah. And I'll drop in for my par as well. It's a shame again. After that spit out, I'm thinking, man, I wish these baskets were just a little bit nicer. Here's that putt again for you for your birdie.
A little wobbly, but you know, it went in, so
Not bad.
can't be mad about that.
Here's another shorty. 140 feet, but it's a tight gap. It's downhill. It looks tricky. It looks tricky off the tee pad for sure.
Yeah.
Really skinny gap to try and get through.
I'm throwing off the tee, forehand pig.
Pig.
You will see that in a second.
Yeah. There's the basket, and then you can see again if you go long, there's another drop off in a creek.
Right there, I really pushed
that one.
Yeah, that's looked like you're trying to aim a little bit too hard. Not focusing on just releasing, you're just
Yeah,
thinking
I'd
too
say
much.
you're right about that right there.
Now, I believe the harp is just a little bit better than a pig, so I thought I'd try the harp out on this hole. And what do you know? My suspicions were right. I'm parked. Actually, I hit the pole
Kissed it.
on my throw.
Yeah, you sure did hit the pole on that.
So tell me, what made you transition back to? And this is Jim going deflector here. What made you transition back to a pig after trying the harp out
There
for
you
so long?
go.
I just don't like the flat tops that the harp has.
Yeah, the pig has that little groove on it.
It's got a little groove on it. It's more comfortable for my backhands than the headwind
Okay.
for that too. So
You see Jim tapping out nice and easy. You got a little bit of a comebacker.
yeah, it's a little uphill. 15 feet probably plays about 20 though, so I got to put a little more juice on it.
It's definitely not a tap in.
No.
There you go with the juicer. Get that par save, even though you used a pig. There's my birdie. It's a deflector again from Jim.
Got a nice little skip.
That's what's nice about the deflector. It is great for skipping. Tell me about hole 7, Corey.
Hole 7, par 4, 210 feet. It's a little uphill, but there's a real tight gap right off the tee. And I mean, pretty much dead straight, a little off to the left a little.
It is pretty routine, especially as a par 4. Anything less than a birdie honestly feels like you've lost a stroke.
Yes, I would have to agree with you on that. It's just a simple little hyzer. If you get past this tree, it should be right up to the basket.
Yeah, which I did not do. Hit that first tree available. Looks like James is going with a Buzz GT here.
Looks like he's a little early on that. I don't think it's too thick back.
No, I don't believe it is either. So we should have at least a little look at the pin. What are you running?
I'm throwing my champion rock right here.
Okay.
Got a little
Oh,
turn
that was a
on
nice
it.
little turn
Yeah,
I just missed that
a little
tree.
misrelease for sure.
Yeah, that thing turned over on you a little bit.
It's fortunate enough to get down the fairway.
And I'm just trying to scramble up because I want that birdie. But I had too much angle on it, unfortunately. This is James's run at it. Not a bad layup.
Too bad at all.
Fatal for me.
Hard to tell if he even really had a chance at it because of the trees in front of him, kind of a low ceiling.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it in the
MD5.
camera, but yeah, in person, I don't.
It's not
See,
broken.
you're going down on a knee. If you're watching this, it looks like you would really need to.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't really have anything at it.
Oh yeah.
That was actually me trying to get it to the pin, but it just was too low of a ceiling. I mean, you're trying to run it here for sure.
Yep,
Just off to the right.
just a little off to the right. Wasn't happy about that. It was a terrible effort.
That was my par putt. Here's your for 3.
Yep.
Which is a birdie. Not bad, not bad. Changes tap out for a birdie. 2 birdies on that hole. Which honestly, that's the way it should be done. Honestly, all 3 should be birdies. So that's a gimme as a par 4. And here's another par 4.
Yeah, hole 8, 255 feet. It pretty much dead straight about 200 feet, and it curves hard left another 50, a little above 50 feet. But it's a nice little hole.
Yeah. You definitely have to have something overstable to try and get around that corner. Maybe even have something that'll skip and get you a little bit of extra distance once it hits the ground.
Yeah, a big skip right here would be money.
And that's what looks like James is doing.
I think he throw it too far, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he looked a little shallow.
It's right here. I have a little early release, just right in the bushes, but I was able to step out right there.
You were going MD5 on that, right?
That's what
Yeah,
I was gonna say. We can
throw
get
something really overstable. I can count on to get that skip like you're talking about. But it's a little misrelease, but
I was going Cayman here, and I just happened to go more straight than I was expecting.
Yeah.
You're trying to flex your way around that corner with an instinct, right?
yeah, I can get that thing to good amount of turn on it, but just a little early release again.
Yeah.
I'm able to pitch out.
Yeah, I'll have about a 20-footer for your par putt. This is James for an eagle. It's a scary putt.
Yeah, that's downhill, right behind that basket. Easily roll down if you go past.
For sure, for sure. That's sort of what I'm thinking in my head right now, too.
Yeah.
But I still want to run it because I lost a stroke on that last hole for sure. And I was just low.
Just a little low. Dude.
Yep, there's me again, just a little low. Not sure how both of those clips got in there, but they did.
I'll have to talk to the crew about that.
Definitely have to talk to the crew about that. I'll make sure that message is relayed. And then here's your par putt.
It's the safe par. Just a little
Oh.
low.
That's a tough one to swallow.
My heart stopped for a second.
There's a birdie
drop
putt
in
for
real
me.
My bogey. Not a hole I want to bogey.
For sure, yeah. Like we've said a couple times, the par rating here is pretty lax. So you want to try and get a birdie on every hole for sure.
I would have to agree with you right there. It's a solid comeback right there.
Yeah. Par 4 again, 275 feet. This one's a pretty tough one. Even if when you play it as a par 3, it's a tough get for a birdie.
Yeah, it's definitely those trees getting your head right there, and
Yeah, and then you have that elevation change right at the end. It makes it kind of tough because you have a low ceiling going towards the fairway.
yeah, and you throw a turnover, it'll cut roll right on that slope right there.
Oh man, that's looking good.
Did it get past?
Past
Oh,
the
yes,
trees,
it
he's
did.
up on the hill.
It's a great shot by James.
Definitely. It's not a lot of distance, but it definitely requires some accuracy out of the tunnel.
What are you throwing?
I'm going my Star Cayman, which is a bit more overstable than my Color Glow, and it was a good line, but that tree was just in the way. And you went with a driver here?
Yeah, I went with my Star
Ooh.
Roadrunner, pretty beat in. I
Good
was trying to turn. I got a lot of turn on it. I went past the basket.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pitch out here, get back in the fairway, trying to save a 4. mean, I have a little bit of a run at it. Oh, just low.
That's pretty good.
You got a headwind coming up on this putt too. You got to be mindful of that. Oh, man, that was a good run too. So you're going here for an eagle putt. Just
Roll
right.
of the chains. Bad roll on there.
Coming back for a birdie putt.
20 feet though. Short
Oh.
again.
Everyone has those days where they can't feel solid on the green.
This was definitely one of my days.
I know later in the round I have the same issues. This was to save par, tap out. Great shot by James there. Just barely made it past that tree.
Yeah, so let's say.
It was a real straightforward hole, dead straight, 245 feet. Bit of a headwind though. It's about the only thing that makes it tough.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a headwind on this one, you're right.
And if you go a little long, you have those trees to contend with too. But as you'll see here in a second, none of us really quite go too far. We put them all in comfort range. James actually a little soft there.
Yeah, a little high. The wind took that one.
Yeah, you could definitely see the headwind on that.
Little right to left.
The random guy running across the frame there. Shout out to him.
This is looking pretty good.
Yeah, I misread the headwind as well. I didn't pay attention to Jim's drive as much as I should have for sure. So I end up a little left, and your drive is looking nice.
Yeah, the headwind made it turn just a little bit, but
Shot.
faded a little bit towards the end. I'm on circle.
Not too bad there. James has a circle 2's edge putt. Oh, got caught up in the wind for a little while. Definitely trying to score here. Let's see.
Great putt.
Thank you. Managed to save a birdie. Definitely wanted that one, especially getting out of the woods. You got a bit of a tailwind putt here. See if you can capitalize. Just low again.
Yep, took another big roll.
Another big roll. James saves his par.
And 15 feet.
That 15 feet feels like 30 feet when you're putting
Into the headwind.
in the headwind and you haven't made a good putt in a little while. Definitely makes it tough.
Absolutely right about that.
There's another par 4. This is all downhill. It's a pretty scenic shot. Big field, couple trees. What do you think?
I'm going with my instinct right here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go putter. We have that tailwind. I just want something nice and slow to glide all the way down the hill, and I crank it a little too hard. Turns way over. I knew it right out of my hand. So there went that shot. James going escape here.
Looks like he turned it over a little bit too.
Yeah.
Again, my instinct right here. That's a brand new disc. It's still overstable, beating it in, but
Ooh, that's a good release. It's a great line too if it gets around that tree. Yeah.
it took a big skip. I don't want it, but
Probably rolled down a little bit since it is downhill.
yeah.
I'm going putter approach here. Still have that tailwind. To try and squeeze it through that tree though. And just make it mid-circle 1, I'd say. James going forehand deflector, I believe.
It's a nice skip though.
Yeah, it's a great skip. That disc is great for his little skips that he does. Just low again.
Yeah, I was putting so low all day today.
Was able to save a 3 there. Jim's 3. And you're able to come back with a 3-2.
Yep. Good with that right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a tester. There's that release again. Great shot. Almost an eagle. There's another cool hole. Uphill, up the same hill we just went down, 220 feet. This is a par 3 on the actual course. par. Has a little bit of an elevated basket, so you can see it from the tee pad. Really cool shot.
Yeah. This is a nice little hole right here. It's a cool looking elevated basket.
Yeah,
This was the only elevated basket on the course, I think.
yeah, definitely. But you have that headwind, so I went overstable. I went with my Cayman again. See what James has. One of his MVP discs. I can never remember all the names, but I believe that's one of his understable fairway drivers. Looks like it just cut out the hill. Should have a putt. What are you running here?
I believe I'm going MD5 right here.
B5.
It's got that headwind. I don't want it to turn off to the right.
Looks like you're going back to the bag though.
Oh yeah. With instinct.
It's definitely a short hole. Hopefully, don't go long with it. As long as that sits, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's James's putt. See that elevated basket. Ooh,
Ooh.
just short. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, looks like you went a little long.
A little long, but
Oh,
Oh,
barely off to the right.
had to hide on that one finally.
Yep.
Just off to the right. Just a little low for me too.
No
James-
gimme right here.
Oh, for sure. James trying to save par though.
Oh.
And just right. Wow.
Yeah.
Here's your par save. At that point, it's pretty routine, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say anything under 15 feet is pretty routine for me. The 20 footers, they kind of get in my head, but I'm still pretty confident about them.
Especially if you're on a bad streak, or that distance of routine sort of changes as you feel better and worse. Oh, there's a little surprise slungo there of you trying to show off with a no-look putt. Here's the first par 5 of the course. Tell me what you're thinking on this tee shot.
I'm going Big Annie. Try to get the flex back over the top left of those trees right there. There's a nice little window that you could definitely throw through.
Okay.
You'll see that on my throw.
390 feet downhill all the way. I mean,
It looks
we know
farther.
it does look definitely looks farther. And with it being a par 5, you're thinking, how is this a par 5? So you're thinking there must be some more trees down there. But this is definitely a chance for us to capitalize. I'm thinking albatross or eagle for sure.
Yes.
Especially with going over the top, sort of gets rid of that gap. But those two trees off to the left and the fairway down the hill, they get in the way.
Here's me with my flippy wraith. Hopefully I can get it to turn back a little bit.
I had some cut angle on it for sure.
Yep.
Definitely going to be in the fairway at least.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that shot at all.
And James going with his understable fairway again. Off on the right side. Escape out of there with a forehand. Back in the
That's
fairway.
nice. Yep.
Yeah. Up shot. Oh, looked like your pig.
That was my pig right there, but the wind took it a little bit and was a little overstable to the left. And it's like you went for the forehand, but you went overstable to the right.
I know. I must not have been thinking. At least I didn't see your shot or something.
Yeah.
You got a bit of a headwind putt here. Trying to save this would be an eagle look.
That's it.
Yeah.
My equal, yep. Just right on the chains again.
Man.
Pardo was on
I
fire.
don't know what it
earlier
was about
in
this
the round.
round, but there's something about my putting today.
Oh.
Wow.
That was for James's birdie. Here's my eagle look.
You running this one?
Oh, for sure. Tailwind, and I'm off left. And too high on my frustration putt.
This is my birdie putt right here.
A good birdie for sure. Spoiler alert, I spent a lot of time on this putting green. Got a big comebacker
Don't tell me you
here.
missed it again.
I missed it again. Yep. Off right on this time. And lucky to save my par at least.
Yikes.
Never good when you shoot 3 shots on the green. There's your Anheuser release. Looked good out of the hand, but just kept that line a little bit too long.
Yep, you're absolutely right about that.
Here's another par 4. I like this hole.
Yeah, it was a nice hole.
Yeah, you have 2 options. You can go that forehand 345 feet should be reachable for quite a few players. And then backhand if you want to skip along that road, which I believe was most of our plays.
Yep, that was my play right there. I was hoping to get a nice skip off that road, but you'll see right here off my drive. Go with that instinct.
You're loving
Brand
that disc
new.
on this course.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat it in for sure.
Okay.
And I'm going for that big skip off the road, but I'm just a little left, about 5-10 feet.
It's a good shot, stuff.
It's a little left and a little short, actually.
Yeah, I think it was an alright skip, but definitely like the skip off the road, get like an extra 30-40 feet.
Definitely. James going back with that same driver. I like the consistency. That turns over the road a bit more.
Flex.
Oh, he gets that skip you were looking for.
There you go. There's a
Yeah,
skip off
but-
the road.
This was a little more
That's what I
flat.
was going for.
I was going for this. I didn't take the big skip.
Yeah.
Are you doing the same thing I'm taking?
Yeah, I'm wanting to play over the road, but since it's downhill, I know I can get it there in the air. I'm trying to just let this thing turn over, and I just hit the edge of that tree. Luckily, it drops down. You can see me set and everything, but
Came down.
it drops down out of that tree at least, so I have a long jumper for a layup. Because I know I'm not making that putt for sure.
About 20 feet.
Yeah, not too bad. James with an eagle putt here. Well, at least an eagle jumper. See if he can capitalize. This be a good one to get.
This is a little short, but it should be an easy birdie.
Short. The tailwind on this hole, so you can see your putter sort of drop out of the air there.
Yeah, I was
Were you-
trying to lay up.
That you were laying up?
There's a little hill back there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the little wind behind me, I was afraid of it to rise up, glide a little.
And you know, even as a par 3, if you're playing every hole as a par 3, this isn't a bad 3 to get, in my opinion.
No.
It's a little bit of distance, and with the road playing as out of bounds, it definitely comes into your head a little bit with that tree in the way. See James there doing some jumping jacks. Another par 5. This one is the longest hole in the course, and it's the tough one. You can either go down this tunnel, or you can try and go over the top. But this isn't where it ends. It's not in this fairway. It's off to the left here in that cluster of trees. So it's really definitely at least a 2-shot hole. Really, really considered a par 4, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, if I would have had to make the maps on here and the pars, I would make this a par 4.
Yeah, it would be almost an impossible 2. Unless it's a throw-in.
Absolutely right.
There, you're going over the top.
Big hyzer over all the trees.
So you just barely nicked that tree up there.
Barely made it.
Ticked it. And look at James going the same driver.
It's like the 5th hole in a row.
I know. It's great. I love it. He's throwing it well. That looks a little low. Whoa!
What a
What
skip.
the heck was that?
What did that skip? And he's laughing about it, so I'm interested to see what's happening.
Yeah, I think that there was that big black pipe down there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you go back and look at the
Oh.
drone footage, yeah, I cranked that thing way too far off to the right. You'll see I'm not in very good position at all.
My hyzer, I shark fin it to the ground.
Yeah.
But that was a great line on my hand, but I just hit that last tree, but
It's a lot of tree to get through.
I'll definitely be able to get up right there.
Oh, yeah. That's where you want to be, really, at least. If you're anywhere shorter than that on your second shot, you're probably upset, I would say.
It's James going right here.
It's going over stable fairway, I believe, and
So he pulled it to the
slipped.
right a little.
Yeah. Probably not too happy with that shot. I'm stuck behind these 2 huge trees.
You are at 18's fairway.
I am on 18th fairway as well.
Luckily, there's no OB on this course, but
Yeah, I don't really have. I had like a 5-foot height gap to try and get through, and I went too high. I'm trying to go MB3 here, and just left a little too much
hyzer.
hyzer. Yeah. And then James here for most likely a little half run, half layup with his banger.
should be pretty rude. Oh, get a little bit of a run.
Yeah, I did. Here I have a little bit of a gap. I'm honestly just laying this up. I know I'm not going to make that.
Get out.
Look at you. You're actually in line to try and capitalize with an eagle here.
Yep, I am running this putt.
Oh!
And I'm not afraid to go past because there's a little mud right there, so I knew my disc was gonna stick right into the mud, not gonna roll.
Yeah.
Why not run it?
Definitely, definitely. Some more tap outs here. So you're getting your birdie, which is, again, as we see it, it would really be a par, you know, par 4 on this sort of makes sense. And here's that shot again. Super low, gonna be in a creek, and then it just skips way back up. Here's another one. On this day, all the course was pretty dry until this hole. Man, it was a swamp, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was really confused by it because all the holes were nice and dry, but, except hole 1, but there was already a creek in that hole. But
Yeah. Par 4, 300 feet. This hole actually reminded me of like an Idlewild type hole where you really only have one shot, and if you don't execute it, you're going to be hurt.
that's exactly what I'm doing right there. I don't execute. Kick off to the right. I'm lucky enough to pitch out right there and have a nice little upshot.
Honestly, where you're at might not be as bad as where you would have been if it didn't hit that tree, because you're going way left. And there's a lot of woods back there. It looked like Jim did the same thing.
Looks like he put down that one fairway and it cost me.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's definitely true. Let's see if he goes back with it on the next hole. I'm trying to do my best Conrad impression here with a putter.
That's perfect.
Yeah, just the line I was wanting to hit.
A little short though, probably.
Yeah, I was just trying to do a control shot. Stay away from the tree you guys hit. As you're out, looks like you should have a lane at least to get up and down.
Yep, that was my MD5. I would have liked to hook it to the right a little more and get around that one tree, but I'm still able to get a pitch up for par from there. Should be pretty routine.
Definitely.
What disc is this?
This is his envy. It's an overstable putt approach disc, and looks like he probably should have put a little bit more juice on it.
Should be a routine upshot.
Banger
Oh,
here.
what was that?
Jeez.
It's like cut
Wide.
but
That would be a tester for sure.
yeah, circle's edge.
It's kind of tough to see the basket because it's not colored, but you know, you have a little bit of a line here. Are you running there or just laying up?
I'm laying up right
Nice
here.
and
I'm about 10 feet from there. 15.
So my drive landed, so this is technically an eagle.
Oh, what a great putt right there.
I'm happy with that. I was actually thinking to myself in my head, I'm like, I cannot miss this putt because I don't want to have to clean my disc.
That's another great putt by James right there.
Absolutely. 2 great putts in a row. Let's see if you can get a putt here. There you go. All
Sneak
3
it
putts
right over
made.
to the edge.
Definitely. Ricky Wysocki that. It's that eagle putt again. A little wobbly. But that basket actually caught that putt pretty well.
Yeah.
Here's another one that's kind of strange to me. It's a tight gap for sure, but par 4 definitely not in my opinion. 250 feet.
There's par 3 right
Easy 2 if you get down the gap. That was a bit of an air shot there.
here. I was tired of running
Yeah.
with the drone at that point.
Yeah. Little insane putter here. Trying to do pretty much the same exact shot, and I just get a little bit too much height on it.
Yeah, a little high, but you're probably down there though, right?
Oh yeah, just about pin high. And let's see who's up next. I believe it should be Jane. Or no, I believe it's you.
It's me right here.
Yep. And you're going. It looks like you're Rock, Champ Rock.
Low champ rock right here.
Oh. Just off to the right. Looked like it was turning over, and look, James is back with that same driver.
Yeah.
Trying to see if it is the driver. In fact,
And it looks beautiful.
that is a great shot.
Flex back to the
Oh wow,
left.
good shot. Should have stuck with it the whole time.
Hopefully James will know that next time.
Yeah, as long as he watches this, we gotta make sure he watches us back. Are you going Firebird there?
Yep, I didn't have a really good line right there, but I was nice little flex drop, but for some reason it's been a wind up there in the air, but
Oof.
it's not flex back.
Yeah, you went a little long. I had a tiny little window real low to the ground to try to do a little bit of an air bounce kind of putt. You're going putt here.
Low again.
Yeah, just a little low. See, James.
Oh,
Spit out on an eagle putt. Hurts.
you really got a feel for the guy at this point.
Definitely.
So many spit outs for him.
A lot of missed opportunities. Go tapping out for your 4. Tapping out for my 3. There's that shot again. Beautiful understable. Hyzer flip. Straight out of the hand. Par 5, 400 feet. Tell me you aren't trying to get an albatross here.
Yes, I mean, going for the albatross right here.
I mean, it's 400 feet and it's all downhill. Nothing else you could think about than just ripping one and trying to get all the way down. I'm going forehand here. It just makes the most sense to me. There is a backhand gap for like a turnover shot, but forehand just makes more sense to me.
It's looking pretty nice right there.
Yeah, it felt great out of the hand. It's a bit left, but as long as it gets a little bit of a skip, it should be okay.
Yeah.
You can sort of see the top of the basket down at the bottom of the hill. James is going backhand. And I'm trying to see what disc this is.
It's that fairway.
It is that fairway driver. Turns over a little bit. Looks like he's going to be under that tree. Should definitely be able to get up and down from there.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh,
yeah.
It's a road runner.
Roadrunner. So you're definitely taking that backside. Trying to turn over. Is that going to be early enough?
Nope. But you know what? It's a little open over there. I'm not too mad about that.
Should be able to get up and down from there too. He's got a little bit tighter of a window than I thought. If that gets a skip, he should be okay. Oh, wow.
Yes. That is fine.
Circle 1 edge, maybe? Be inside of circle 1. You're going forehand here. Is that your Firebird?
Yeah, a huge pine tree in the way, so yeah, I want my neat section.
Whoa!
Overstable Firebird.
I'd say those overstable drop straight down in the frame. This is for your eagle putt.
It's a little to the right.
Just right. Not bad roll, too. Jeez. This is for the albatross right here. Albatross putt. How that even happened, I don't even know.
And like I said, if this place had a better baskets, this would be a very high rated course.
For sure. Another spit out. Might be a little wide right to give it the benefit of the doubt, but that most baskets, I think that'd be a catch. Great comebacker after 2 misses.
Yeah, that was a pretty good comeback right there. I was happy to finish the round with a birdie.
And, tap out for James for his birdie. I got a tap out for my eagle.
Are you running this one?
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, so that would be the end of our coverage here. There's that spit out again. You see, looks like you and James tied. I ended up 9 down. Definitely not too upset about that. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.
See you guys.